YouTube and just make a good, quick little live stream. I haven't been on here in a minute making videos, but that's okay. Um, I just wanted to share my presence and let people know that I am okay. It's been a lot going on. I'm in the process of possibly moving and just organizing my stuff. I also do photography, so photography has been in the way of a lot of the things, reconstructing my business, doing some online courses, and just been working to better myself. For those who don't know, close to it's exactly like 5 months ago, I was struck by a vehicle. I got into an accident. A vehicle passed up the red light and hit my vehicle. So I have been recovering. I had intentions of making YouTube videos, like really put on full YouTube videos the past couple of months, and I had so many ideas. But when the accident happened, it kind of threw me off and just had me feeling really low. So I've just been making sure that when I really come back to social media, that I feel like I have a direction, more of a direction of what I want to talk about. Because I do want people to know me. I do want people to know my story. I do want people to know more about my background and the things that I've been through and the things that God has helped me overcome. But at the same time, I'm trying to just navigate, the circumstances and the unforeseen stuff that happens in life. And I'm learning that just because things happen in your life, you should not let it stop you from the progression and basically moving forward. But sometimes I'm one of them people, I just have to sit down with me, myself, and God and just really sit down and just kind of isolate and just figure out what kind of message God is trying to send me. So, with me recovering from my car accident and all this stuff that happened the past few months, doing physical therapy, just a lot of stuff that I had to do um, in physical therapy, like, because I was definitely hurting. And, to be in physical therapy and to do majority of the stuff without painkillers and stuff like that, it was very rough on my body. It was my birthday like last week. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, my physical therapy session ended. I'd say about maybe 3 weeks ago, but I'm still dealing with some of the side effects of the car accident that I had. So, but I can't wait until probably a few months from now when I can get back in the gym and just be like really, really active because there's certain parts of my body that's still healing. And sometimes I feel like when I'm healing, I it's hard for me to put a video together and just really show people that I'm here and just be present. But like I said, a lot of people all over the world are going through some stuff, and I just wanted to share that no matter what it is that you're going through, um, continue to keep God front and center of your life. Don't let your circumstances overwhelm you so much that you keep God at a distance. When you're going through trials and tribulations, this is the moment you need to keep God like completely front and center. This is not the time to turn away from God. And this is the thing too. Some people feel like when you get closer to God that you're not going to go through stuff. That's absolutely untrue. Like I would say like in before I got in my relationship like fully submitted to God growing up, I always felt like the spirit of depression over me. I was just there was things like in my life like when I was a kid that I struggled with people bullying me because my father who raised me at the time, he didn't have a lot of money. So I grew up not wearing the latest brands, having the most fanciest stuff. Um, we shopped at Payless shoe store, And I guess you could consider me part of the poor class. So, you know, dealing with being bullied and all that other stuff, it kind of has affected me into my adulthood. So, you know, getting closer to God was like really, I'm talking about intensely close to God. The past 5 years is where my life has been. Like in the past 5 years, 5 years ago, up until 6 years ago, I was in a toxic relationship. That relationship ended. After that relationship ended, my father passed away a year later. Um, then I moved into this apartment. It was so much stuff going on in this apartment that I moved to. It was so traumatic. Um, Something happened with the apartment, and all of us tenants, we got kicked out of our apartments around Thanksgiving, and we had to go live in a hotel for like 4 months straight, living in a hotel, no kitchen, no nothing. So I've been through the ringers, like really, really been through the ringers. And, you know, I've tried my best to, um, you know, like really put videos together and be on social media. I've put a few videos together kind of revealing some of the stuff that I was going through, but I haven't really put out the full testimony and broke down pieces and pieces of everything that I've been through. But it has been a very trying um, season in my life. But God has helped me um, in this very, very stormy period. So I just wanted to put this video together real quick. I'm thankful to God. Um, oh, yeah, I didn't get to see your message. I'm gonna, it's kind of hard for me to see it on this live. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to see it on this live because I'm not used to streaming. So I don't know how to put it up where I can see the comments on my side just yet, um, and reply to it. Because I'll see a comment real quick and then it'll kind of disappear. So I'm trying to, I'm sorry guys, my email is popping up in the background and stuff like that. So I'm definitely trying to get some things figured out. But I'm just so thankful, like I said, to be alive. Like when you go through some stormy periods and God just like allows you to live, it just makes you feel even more better. Like, you know, I had this car accident and I was so upset. Like when I got hit by the car, it was like a combination of emotions went through me. Like when the car hit my vehicle, like completely totaled my vehicle. All my airbags deployed. Um, Eventually, I'll probably show how my vehicle looked like after my car accident, but the airbags deployed directly in the middle of my heart, and I had massive chest pains after the accident. Like it felt like I'm trying not to be emotional about it, but like it was very, very, this healing process, it was emotional. It was like I was thankful to be alive, but at the same time, I was like, man, God, I know my body is about to experience some level of pain. But I had to go back and forth with God and just be reminded, like, girl, you don't have no broken bones. Like, God completely spared your life. So, you know, I'm just learning how to be more thankful, um, because I have such a big testimony to share with you all. I do want to get better equipment to record some videos so I can kind of um, share some of my journey with you all. Um, but yeah, I can't wait to start putting some content together, like real content, and just letting you guys know everything that I've been through, all the challenges that oh yeah. I pray for you and your family and your dog because I have a cat and I know that animals are like family, and I definitely pray for you and your family, you know, and your dog. I'm sorry for your loss. because like I said, pets are like our children. We love them. When we become pet owners, my cat is the very first pet that I've ever had. And anybody that becomes a pet owner, as soon as you have a pet, you know that you love that pet. You take care of it. You provide it food. You provide it shelter. And every time you come home, that pet is so excited to see you. And it just it's such a good feeling to have somebody like genuinely happy to see you, or even a pet. Like I said, I was thinking about it the other day, like, oh wow, so sorry. You've definitely been through a lot too. That's so devastating. Like I said, when we go through loss, when we're grieving, like the grieving process is not a joke. It's not funny. And anybody that goes through the grieving process is definitely um it can be very difficult. And what has helped me through the grieving process has been keeping God first, because like I said, I lost my father um 5 years ago, and it was very, very emotional. And some people, they expect you to bounce back emotionally, like after losing some, anything. Like I lost a father, and every day it hurts. It's been 5 years later, but that pain doesn't just disappear. So with grieving, I've learned that when you feel like crying for the day, allow yourself to cry. You know what I'm saying? If you're walking around, like there's been times I've been shopping, grocery shopping, and tears start rolling down my eyes. Allow those tears to flow out your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with crying. Like I said, if you're crying over your pet, if you're crying over your parent, there's nothing wrong with letting those emotions flow. There's nothing wrong with crying. Crying, after I cry, I feel better. And I'm not going to lie, in the past years, 5 years since my father passed, I would say it's been very, very difficult for me to cry. Like, I don't know, like, sometimes I feel like my emotions have been somewhat stunted. Um, but I haven't I haven't fallen into a deep depression. Um, I cry from time to time, but I haven't had periods where I've cried every single day. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, the Bible says that God is near the brokenhearted. And I feel like with me getting closer to God, God contained a lot of the pain that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, God completely wrapped his arms around me. So, whatever pain you're going through, if you're grieving the loss of a person or anyone, allow yourself to surround yourself in the presence of God, so God can completely wrap his arms around you. You know what I'm saying? Allow God to give you that peace. And like I said, even though, like I said, I've gone through the toughest stuff that I could go through emotionally, but God is the reason that I am standing here and I am fighting every single day. You got to fight for your happiness. Like, when you look around the world and you see all this stuff that's going on around the world, it can be very, very depressing. It could be very toxic. Like, when you're watching the news and you see all this stuff that's going on, back to back to back tragedies, natural disasters, people losing their life, all this hatred and separation. Like, a lot of this stuff is depressing, it's devastating. It could really weigh on your spirit. So, when you're going through a lot of heaviness, it's best to give it to God. It's best to pull out your Bible, get to reading his word, allow God to be in you know, just get in the presence of God. Whatever pain that you're feeling, get in the presence of God, get in his word. Find you a chapter, sit down and read. Play you some soft music if you need to. Allow your every single day, find a time to just peacefully have a conversation with God. It could be in your car. Like, I keep my Bible in my car. You know, I keep my Bible in my car in case I need to pull it out and just get to reading. Another thing I travel with is Bible note cards. I keep them in my car. Bible flashcards where sometime I'll pull out my flashcards and I'll get to reading. I have a Bible planner in my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can randomly pull over a park and just go somewhere peacefully and just pull out your Bible and just get to reading, or your flashcard, and see what you can memorize. So I just want to encourage every single person that's going through heartbreak, grieving, just going through some emotional turmoil. God is here. Give it to God. You know, give it to God. So I just wanted to get on here briefly and just pour my heart. I don't have anything written down, but I will be putting you YouTube videos and stuff together. Um, yeah, gospel music is very, very calming. I just like, you know what? It's so funny. Well, this is not funny. Y'all, I was driving around in my old car. Yo, I had a 2014 Toyota Corolla that was blue, right? My old car. I loved my 2014 Toyota Corolla. But the radio on that car stopped working for the past like 3 years. So I was driving around with no kind of music, nothing playing. I used to have to beatbox in my car, sing to myself to try to like entertain my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So in the accident, I was so upset because, like I said, I really loved that car that I had. It was blue. Blue is my favorite color. I really love that 2014 Toyota Corolla that I had, and I had no plans of 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 giving that car away. My dad, when he was alive, he was team Toyota. He spoke highly of Toyotas, you know, and he's the reason that I had a Toyota, and I was so thankful for having that blue Toyota. Yes, it was so awkward just driving in my car with no radio. But I'm telling you, I was coming up with songs. I'd be like, boom, 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 beatboxing, just making my own songs. And sometimes I don't want y'all to think I'm ghetto. Sometimes I would have my phone, and my phone would play the music for me. And the funny thing about that is, like, the music will be so low. So imagine when you're driving through traffic and all the outside noise, and then you gotta, like, your volume can only go so high. So you like, ooh, you want to sing that lyric, but you can't really hear. That's how it was like driving with my car speaker, trying to play some songs for me, and it was crazy, y'all. But that was my miniature radio. I couldn't get the full effect. Like, when you have a real radio just working in your car, I'm telling y'all, it's a blessing to have that. But if you don't have a radio, like I didn't have a radio for the past 3 years, y'all. 3 years I did not have a radio in my car. Like I said, my little phone, I would play some music on my phone. Even though I couldn't hear it all that good, I would play be a little bit of music on my phone. I don't know who that artist is, but I can look them up. I'll definitely look them up on YouTube. Yeah, I've never heard of that artist, but like I said, I've been like, one of the blessings of having a new vehicle is I finally have a radio in my car. Even though this was like, when I had the accident, I was so devastated because I was like, God, I am in no financial position to have another car. Having my old car was paid off, and all this other stuff. I was going back and forth with God, like, God, why? My feelings were so hurt. But again, I am so thankful that I have a new car. I have a radio now. I can listen to some music, y'all. I really like that feeling of being able to listen to some music and stuff like that. Um, but I have to go back to work, y'all. I just wanted to get on here and just kind of pour my heart and just be open and transparent with you all. And thank you for taking the time to watch the live. Like I said, I have nothing written down. I'm just ranting. I actually do want to start podcasting on my YouTube, but I'm gonna figure out a way to set everything up and to stream and to get into making more. Oh yeah, you want to become a Christian singer? I love songwriting. Like I'm a big fan of songwriting, Christian music, all of that. But yeah, if you want to become a Christian singer, go for it. Why not? We need some more Christian singers. And then you got to also ask yourself like what kind of style of music are you going to sing? Like I the Christian music scene has diversified. There's an artist I heard on the Christian radio station the other day. She sounds just like Adele. I don't know her name because I don't know, I have to carry a notepad or something when I'm driving so I can start writing a lot of these new artists' name because I stopped listening to secular music, I would say about 3 years ago. And I'm trying to get into like remembering all these new Christian artists' name. I like I think her name is Anika. Anika. I like Taran. Taran, I think his name is well. Yes, I think that's the radio station that I'm listening to. Because remember, I just got a radio. So I just like programmed it, but I think that's the Yeah, it's a Christian radio station. I think it's called K Love. There's another one that plays mainly rap music, but this one that I think is called K Love that I've been listening to. And me, I love all styles of music. I love rock, I love pop, I love country. As long as them lyrics is on point, I can get into it. I love all kinds of music. You know, I'm a big pop fan. I'm a big like I just love music. Like when it comes to music, I'm very like I love I love the sounds. I love rock. Like I love Christian rock. I love Christian alternative music. I love Christian rap. I love it. Gospel. I'm just starting to get into all these like I said, gospel artists. But because I'm really bad with names, I do have to start writing a lot of these people's names. I be remembering some of their lyrics. However, I'm not remembering their names. So I have to keep a pen and a pad with me so I can write down these names so we can get a little playlist or something going on so I can like, talk about some of these artists. You said that, yeah, that radio station is definitely on point. I do love it. If you have some more recommendation for radio stations, you can let me know too. Um, but yeah, I definitely love Christian music. I am into it. But yeah, when you put that Christian song together, let me know. Like definitely let me know so I can take a listen to it. And I also have a group on Facebook. It's called Female Music Producer. I have a group for basically males can join the group too. It's not like 100% all women that's in the group, but I do have a group called Female Music Producers. Initially, it was created for women who made beats, but singers and songwriters they can get on that group too. And at that time when the group was formed, there wasn't a lot of females that were making beats. So there's men that made beats that hopped into the group. You know what I'm saying? Offering to make beats for the women that's in the group. So it's on Facebook. It's called Female Music Producer. So if anybody is on Facebook and you're into like songwriting and all that other stuff, definitely hop on it. I am working on making a Christian music group on Facebook, but the female music producer group has more followers since I've had that for the longest. Um, but if you have Christian music or if you want to post some music on there, go ahead. Feel free, post some positive, encouraging female gospel music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, it was nice talking to you all. I have to get ready to go back to work, but I will be back. And like I said, I will be making more videos, and letting you guys get to know me more. So it was fun chatting with you guys. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely look him up. Yeah, I'll definitely look him up. But yeah, guys, it was fun talking to you all, and I can't wait to be back on here. I just wanted to make this video to kind of put it out. Even though it's not perfect, I'm not really on a video talking, showing facial expressions and stuff like that. I just wanted to throw this video out into the world. And like I said, just, yeah, you have a blessed day too. It was fun talking to you. Thank you so much. All right, you all, you guys have a wonderful day until next time. Thank you.